There, yep, it's the waiter. He looks like he... Dude, go back to, like, making Frankenstein or something. What are you doing here?
Witness, state your name and occupation for the court, please.
Of course. My name is Satoru Hasanoga. Hasanaga, sorry. I am the head waiter of the at a Western-style restaurant called La Carnival. Oh, God, oh, no. Put a mask on, sir. Oh. Are you all right? You seem to be coughing up some, It's a regular occurrence. It really doesn't bother me, but it's not normal.
Well, it really, really should. As everyone knows, the capital's southeastern quarter was developed for foreign visitors some years ago. It's become a very fashionable district now, full of hotels to accommodate overseas guests. This grim crime occurred in one of the district's so-called restaurants, in accidental eatery 3 days ago. Oh, there are some new words I've never seen before in this game. Understood. Hosanaga-san, you will kindly tell the court everything you can about the incident. At once, sir. And no petty introductions from the aspiring lawyer boy, please. Oh, perspiring maybe, but aspiring?
It was just after 2 p.m. on the day in question. We have a few done at that time of day. The lunchtime rush was over, and there were only 3 tables still occupied. That fits with my memory of it, too. There was hardly anyone else in the place. It was when I was in the kitchen putting away crockery and cutlery. Fucking words. A gunshot rang out, so I hurried out to the dining area to see what had happened. I found the victim, an English gentleman, slumped in his chair, and standing immediately beside him, gun in hand, was the accused university student. Did you...
Yes!
Hold on. Let me just clarify something here. While I did pick up a gun that I found lying on the floor beside the professor, I didn't shoot him.
Objection!
Why would you say that? Why would you say you picked up the gun? Guys, if you ever see a stray gun anywhere, for the love of God, don't pick it up. Don't be an idiot. Just don't pick it up. Just call the cops. Just call the cops. Don't do something with it.
I believe I asked you to refrain from petty interjections. The court wishes to listen to the witness's report of what he saw, you amateur.
But...
The next time you interrupt at an inappropriate time, you will be penalized, Defendant Naruhodo.
Don't worry, Ryunosuke. You'll have your chance to fight back. For now, we must just quietly listen to the witness.
If I may confirm one point, waiter. Standing beside the victim with a gun in his hand was the same man we see here in court today.
Dude, wipe your fucking mouth. No one wants to see your fucking blood. Yes, without question.
I see. And apart from the accused, was there anyone else standing beside the victim?
No. There was no one else around that table but the deceased Englishman and the university student. Huh? Wait. What did he just say? There was no one else around that table. What's the matter, Ryunosuke? That's just not right. People can flee crime scenes, you know. Oh yes, they can. When I went over there to Dr. Wilson to say hello, was there somebody else at the table? Oh, guys, do you remember Bird Bitch? She's back. There was a woman sitting opposite him at his table. Really? And that's not something the waiter could have missed. I've been warned about interjecting, but still. What should I do?
Yes!
Just a moment, please. Dr. Wilson wasn't alone that day. I'm sure of it. There was a lady sitting with him at the same table.
Objection!
Dear me, what are we going to do with you? With your blatant disregard for court proceedings, I'm beginning to wonder if you're not a fraud.
I never defended myself before in a court of law, and I am not majoring or trying to find a career in law. So, suck a dick.
Could it be that the accused, this mere student, is not a real lawyer after all?
But I'm sure of what I saw. Hasonaga-san, is there a chance you're mistaken? Perhaps your memory of events is hazy? Oh, he's silent. He's doing the enemy glasses thing. No. The deceased gentleman came to dine alone. I don't believe it. I actually have a rough plan of the restaurant as it was that day. Please have a look if you'd like to. Let me see. A sketch of the establishment's layout drawn by yourself, I presume. What a wonderful sketch. Truly, it's great. That's right. I'm afraid I used the back of my business card. It was a turbulent situation. However, as you can see, the gentleman in question was seated alone. Hold on, guys. I just need to, I have a job thing I need to respond to real quick. Because they're like, can you send us samples? And I'm like, yes. But of course I will send you samples. And then, where's that one? Well, clearly very conscientious. Is that how you say it? Conscientious? I think that's how you actually say conscientious.
Conscientious.
Oh, I was fucking right! Fucking go, conscientious! Bitch! Thank you, sir. Why must jobs fucking email me now? The court will take this plan and add it to the court record as evidence. Oh, well, is there a problem? Hand the plan to the court officer at once. Of course, here you are. What was that about? He's been completely calm and collected until now. Oh God, he's fucking dying right in front of us. Something certainly seems to have shaken him. The waiter's business card has been entered into the court record. Maybe he realizes that once he's caught lying, he's gonna go to jail. For lying under oath? So, Power Rangers. So the court has now heard a precise. I said that, guys. I got a British accent all of a sudden. So the court has now heard a précis of the case. It's so weird. The S is just silent. I hate words with like silent letters, and it just doesn't make sense because my entire life, and I'm pretty sure you guys have been told this too. Say the word how it's written, and then you say they're like, wait, no, that letter's silent. Then why is it fucking there? The English language doesn't make any sense. Yes, at the moment of the gunshot was heard in the restaurant. The only person in close proximity to the victim was the defendant on trial today. It would seem we are looking at a black and white case here. Defendant Naruhodo? Yes, Your Excellency? Yeah, no, the English language doesn't make any sense. I'm not surprised so many people get frustrated trying to learn it. Because there's so many different rules to it, and it's like, compared to every other language, it's so much easier to learn like any other language compared to the English language. Even I, as a native English language speaker, I fucking hate it, and I still don't understand it. Well, there are a lot of gotta deal with like masculine, feminine, stuff in other languages, Spanish in particular, because I took Spanish, and to this day I don't know how to speak it, because languages in my brain just doesn't compute, and I'm like, can't do it. In other words, you may have some small reprieve in terms of your inevitable punishment. I called this waiter as an unsworn witness in order to explain the details of the case to the court. But I must warn the defense if you're determined to pursue matters further in this trial. The prosecution has decisive evidence from sworn witnesses who were present at the scene of the crime. There was like only one other person at the crime scene, and that's the lady that I brought up earlier, who I was told doesn't fucking exist. What do you think I should do, Katsuma? What do you mean? Well, I'm going to be found guilty one way or another, it seems. Wouldn't it be sensible to plead guilty at this stage and hope for a more lenient sentence? You know, it's kind of fucked up thinking about that. Because I know it... Now I'm just speaking in terms of the United States, because that's what I know. Just think about back in the 50s and 60s, back then, the day where you know, people of color were brought into like an interrogation room, and even though they were innocent, they really just had no way to like get out of it. It was either try to go to court with no lawyer, because it's expensive to get a lawyer during that time, or just say you did it because it's just, you know, it's just easier that way. Cause back in the 50s, America was fucked up. America was fucked up. Not to say it's not now, cause it certainly is. But Jesus Christ, it's fucking. I just hate it. Everyone keeps telling me that this trial is unusual about these peculiarities. You said it, Professor Mikotoba said, and so has the judge and the prosecution. I'm scared of what lies ahead if I push this. As I said from the outset, I believe you're innocent. I trust you. And yet, despite knowing that, you're willing now to throw that trust back in my face? Is that it? What? If the accused is in fact innocent, then a defense lawyer is duty-bound to prove that innocence by whatever means necessary. Are you just going to abandon that duty? Or are you going to give up on yourself? The battle hasn't even begun yet, Ryunosuke. The defense pleads not guilty, Your Excellency. We invite the prosecution to stop making empty threats and bring out its witnesses. Oh, that point. Then we'll see just how decisive this evidence really is. Oh, he got an ass! How does he get that beard like that? Honestly. It looks like just like different sections of hair just growing out of his chin. It's not like one collective bush. It's just like different things. different strands of, like, different big, bulky strands of hair. All collected together in one group, and then there's another group, and then there's another group. It's crazy. Prosecutor Yauchi, please continue with proceedings. Maybe he trimmed it that way, but that's a very weird way to trim it, you know? Why would you trim it that way? Why wouldn't you want one collective bush? Tisk, well, you were warned. The young can be so reckless. Shut up. You know, many call me a saint, but I can be a devil when I want to be. Okay. In a few short moments from now, that dumbstruck young mouth of yours will be silenced forever! The prosecution calls its next witnesses. Very well, officer, bring forth the witnesses at once. Oh. Okay. Witnesses, kindly state your names and occupations for the court. Yes, sir. The Great Nippon Imperial Army's Sergeant Ayasa Noza. Pretty sure that is a pun. Reporting for duty, sir. I shall find employee as a purveyor of fine articles of antiquity. Give me a second. My brain is going numb.
Antiquity.
Antiquity? Antiquity? No, that sounds like a dance. Also sounds like a food. Oh, my mother came in. I'm sorry about that. How do you say this word again?
Antiquity.
Antiquity from the effervescent. Google, what are you doing? Not giving me a pronunciation. Someone messaged me on something.
She displayed her own.
Oh, that's not it. Guys, I just want to know how to say this fucking word. Oh my god, I have to go to YouTube video.
Afflorescence.
Afflorescence. That's a word. And conducted by trade from Ryunosuke, a humble premises in the 2nd District. Korokukta at your service. An antique dealer and a soldier. What an unusual pairing. Both of these gentlemen were present at the restaurant on the day of the in question. They must be the diners at the other table that the waiter mentioned. Someone mentioned me on something. Myself, I habitually take tea of the most exquisite aroma. At the establishment in question, always post-noon. And not infrequently converse with interested parties regarding the curios with which I make my business. God, can we just get rid of old people in these games? Cause they say big words that I can't pronounce. I can't understand a word that old man is saying. Okay, thank God I'm not alone, because he's saying some big fucking words. He's pulling out the thesaurus, okay? He's an antique dealer, and it sounds like he's a regular at the La Carnivelle. Thank you for the translation. He seeks out potential customers who may have an interest in antiques and tries to sell his wares to them. Isn't that kind of illegal to conduct business in another establishment in which you don't have permission to do so? He obviously targets a La Carnivelle because it's a high-class restaurant with rich clientele. Right, I see. Although, to be honest, that sergeant looks more like he'd be a seller rather than a buyer. Now you both witnessed the precise moment of this most atrocious incident. Is that correct? Affirmative. The enemy unit was seen attacking the foreigner in what can be described as an act of war, sir. What? See, I can pronounce big words also, Kirsty. I can't pronounce big words. Don't bully me, please. It was that black uniformed rogue infantryman over there who unloaded his firearm, sir. This man says impossible to understand as the other. But I'm almost sure I heard a strange noise during that last thing he said. So this is decisive evidence the prosecution was threatening. The soldier is claiming that he actually saw the precise moment you shot the victim. And he's lying because in the cutscene we saw him turn around and be like, "What's that? What happened?" So he didn't actually see it. Yes. Well, are you starting to feel uncomfortable? If I'm honest, I was feeling uncomfortable from the start. So I was already there, buddy boy. Now, the court will hear your formal testimony, please. You will state everything you saw at the precise moment that the incident occurred. Yes, sir. Standing by, ready to report, sir. Unsavory memories have been most... Acerbic afternoon. My man's twitching. Are we sure he's like fit to like testify? I was ingesting a Regulation B steak. Who says that? I was ingesting a Regulation B steak at the restaurant while having a tactical discussion with the old man. Because he definitely is a war tactician. Myself, I was extolling the virtues of particularly fine golden curio to the military gentleman. At that precise moment, a firearm was discharged. I observed the enemy's actions with my own eyes. The black uniformed varsity cadet fired on the English civilian, and from the back of the cowardly little weasel. Well, that's already a contradiction. We supposedly shot him from the front, and the picture shows that there is a bullet hole in the front of him. We could have shot him in the back. Because the one, if we did, it would have made sense, because if the bullet actually went through his entire body, there would be a bullet hole, so you could say it potentially came from the back. But then again, there would probably be a bullet hole through the chair as well. Plus, why would I shoot him in the back? Why would I want to damage the chair first? I was on my hands and knees and... Is that how you sell your things? You get on your hands and knees, dude? There are definitely better ways to sell your antique wear, okay? I'm just saying. Investigating the whereabouts of my mysteriously absconded precious curio. God, this man says words.
Abscond.
Absconded precious curio. Because who doesn't love dramatizing a story for fame and glory, am I right? That's true. Well, so you, Sergeant Nosa, actually witnessed the vital moment. You saw the split second when the defendant fired the weapon at the victim. Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir. That wicked university cadet, sir. The cruel and unforgivable enemy. Oh, whoa, there's a baby present, probably. Can you not pull out your fucking knife? What times we live in when an English gentleman may be assailed. Just making sure.
Assailed.
In the broad light of day. I said that word right, guys. Fuck yeah. But this is ridiculous. I didn't shoot anyone. Is that really true, Ryunosuke? Yeah, what the fuck, dude? Oh, he's so cute. After I said hello to Dr. Wilson, I went back to my table, sat drinking some coffee. Then when I finished, I got up from my seat to leave the restaurant. When I noticed an English made a gun next to the chair where the professor was sitting. Because that's what you do, you just pick up guns. I thought perhaps the professor had dropped it. Listen, they're complicated for me to pronounce, okay? So I bent down and just as I was picking it up, bang! Well, if that's the truth, there was obviously a criminal on the scene somewhere. And somewhere in these two witnesses' testimonies, there's a clue as to who that criminal was. There is? Ryunosuke, you must exercise your right to cross-examine the witnesses. Cross-examine? What's happening? Do it now!
As we have heard, Your Excellency, there is no room for doubt in the testimony of these witnesses. The defendant is clearly guilty. It is time to bring this despicable student to justice.
Certainly, the testimony the court has just heard now eliminates any vestige. Vestige? I believe that's how you actually say that.
Vestige.
Vestige. Hoo-hoo. Why did I say vestige? Because there's not an I there. There's not I made the E and I. Vestige of doubt. Therefore, it is my grave duty to declare the verdict of this trial. Hi. What in the name of the Emperor is the meaning of this outburst? I mean, the defense demands its right to a cross-examination.
Dear me. Let me guess, the Hachimaki headband boy next door told me to do it. How pathetic.
Huh? How did he know?
The prosecution objects. This is a clear waste of time. The defendant obviously has no experience. How can he possibly carry out a cross-examination?
Objection!
The defense is asserting its right to a cross-examination. God, what the fuck's happening? Okay, that's a last-minute thing. Whether or not you think he's capable of it is irrelevant. Gulp. Cosmo's so commanding. Very well. Let's the defense conduct a cross-examination of the witnesses. Alright, this is where the battle really begins, Ryunosuke. But I don't even know what I have to do in a cross-examination. Isn't it obvious? You have to expose the lies in the witnesses' test statements. How? You didn't fire the gun, which means what the soldier said has to be a lie. Well, yes, but it's just a case of proving it. And the key to doing that is evidence. Right, evidence. All you need to do is present some decisive and indisputable evidence that proves the witness is lying. Now, let's go, Ryunosuke. Don't let them beat you. Nope. I thought my hands were going to make a slam sound, but didn't. Alright, it's all or nothing. What is this? Give me 1 second, guys. Oh god, imagine that. I don't want any Von Karmas in this game, but I think there is a guy that kind of looks like a vampire, not even gonna lie. Yeah, last minute interviews are kind of garbage. I totally understand the urgency and when it comes to this sort of stuff, you want to find somebody, and I get it, but you can't really assume somebody can do a interview or anything like that last minute. It's usually something you want to plan ahead of time. So that's no disrespect to him, but I can't do it. I'm already in the middle of something anyway. Let's see. Yes, so we didn't shoot him from behind. Thanks, Mom. Yeah, it is almost dinner time, actually. Yeah, it's 6:31 where I am, and it's basically dinner time right around this time. That's when people start eating dinner or, like, start getting off of work. So, no, people are not usually available at this time. Seriously, somebody check on the old dude. He's shaking. What are you playing at, cadet? What is the meaning of the subordination? Thrusting this wad of papers in my mustache. And inconsistency, sir? I mean, yes. Oh, they didn't do the slam thing either. There's a clear inconsistency here.
What nonsense. What can this document really possibly tell us that we don't already know?
Well, obviously, EST gang, let's rise up, or EDT gang, I don't know. Depends, I just call it Eastern time, whatever the fuck ever, Eastern, I don't know. I get confused because daylight savings fucks everything up, so the time zones technically change, I'm like, I don't know anymore. I know what I want to say, but the words just won't come out of my mouth.
I think this proves beyond any doubt. Your Excellency.
I just say EST because it's easier. Fuck calling it ET. That's for people who care.
That there is no place for an amateur student here in this grand court.
This is so frustrating. Oh, please. Surely this doesn't require an explanation. It couldn't be more plain. To spell it out would be an insult to the court. Yeah, an insult. Cosmo, what?
What are you talking about?
It's apparent from a single glance at the post-mortem report presented by the defense that there's a clear discrepancy here with the sergeant's statement.
What?
Sergeant Iyasanosa. Yeah, sir. What, sir? The statement you just made was this. The black uniformed varsity cadet fired on the English civilian, and from the back, the cowardly little weasel. Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir. I witnessed the crime with my own military-grade eyes, sir. Yes. Well, you need to get those eyes checked out, buddy. But no, that just can't be. And why not, cadet? Because, Ryunosuke, help. As is clearly stated in the post-mortem report, fatal hemorrhage from pectoral ballistic trauma, no exit wound, bullet did not pass through the body. The photographic print of the victim clearly shows the same thing. The victim, Dr. Wilson, died from a bullet wound to the chest. Sergeant, according to a witness statement, the culprit shot the victim from behind. And that is the obvious discrepancy here. Well, how do you explain it?
Get down, baby!
What the... What was that? Something just popped out from behind his back, but he pushed it down again. Certainly, there is a clear discrepancy with the facts here. Would you not agree, Sergeant Nosa? Yes, sir. At this juncture, that would appear to be indisputable. Until the moment I heard the firearms discharge, my eyes were...
What are you, baby?
Firmly fixed in the delicious La Carnival steak, sir.
What?
The last testimony the court heard has proven one thing beyond all reasonable doubt. This witness, Sergeant Isia Nosa, did not see the defendant firing a gun at all.
That's absurd.
I think the conclusion we must draw is simple. There is no place for an amateur prosecutor here in this grand courtroom. Oh, damn! God damn, they did it. Why is my... I think OBS just like fucking froze. Can you guys still hear me? Because OBS just kind of froze a little bit. At least the volume like gauges froze. So I don't know if anyone's hearing me. Yarg! Oh, hey! We got an achievement. Well, you can't see it on screen. But, this has been complete... Okay, fine. Well, okay, cool. This has been a complete turnabout in this, there's been a complete turnabout in the mood of this trial just from that one discrepancy. So this is what being an ace attorney is all about. Ha bitch. But I definitely saw him. That university cadet there, he was pointing the firearm directly at the victim's back. Yes. But I never fired the gun, and nor is there a bullet hole on his back. All I did was pick it up off the floor. And you, old man, you didn't see the moment the victim was shot either. Myself, I have already been quite clear. The gunshot interested me not. I was far too busy on the floor. Too busy on the floor? Sorry, what were you doing? Hunting for treasure. Treasure? Oh, god damn. Indeed, the Hori Ira Koban, my prize coin. Oh god, what the fuck just happened on my screen? What the hell? Well, it looks like it didn't happen on the actual stream, but that was weird. On each occasion when I visit that restaurant, it is my habitude to place my bosom pocket a particular trinket of interest to my shop, Rasute, in the hope of meeting a rich diner who might like to buy it from you. On the day under scrutiny, it was to the military man that I proffered my Hawaii treasure. I'm gonna make sure I said that right. Proffered? Yeah, I did say that kind of right. Believed that he would purchase such a rare find. I did not, but I was presented with little alternative. And then, after averting my eyes for the briefest of moments, it was there no more. It simply vanished. The Koban vanished? Hunting around under the table, I was, in case mayhap it had fallen there, and then it had happened. I bumped my fucking head after hearing that gunshot. My fucking head! You heard the gunshot, you mean? Indeed I did, but I heeded it not, for I was concerned only with finding my absconded away treasure. Nothing could distract me.
Abscond.
I did say that right. Fuck yeah! Cause you said it right! What's my hype emote? I don't... Yeah, I said it right. Woo! Hype emote! Nothing could distract me. Out of interest, did you find the coin in the end? No. I see. That limitable day, the precious Hawaii Koban was lost to me. No doubt some unscrupulous scoundrel pocketed the prize coin for himself. Nope. Didn't do it. As I am sure everyone present is aware, this case demands a swift and decisive resolution. Our government has promised to send a full report to Great Britain by telegraph this very afternoon. Well, that ain't my fucking problem now, is it? Nevertheless, the witness testimony the court has just heard was inconclusive. No matter how subservient our government feels it must be to the British. It would be unforgivable to deliver a verdict on this trial right now. What is your position, Prosecutor Ayuchi? Why are we asking him? Worry not, Your Excellency. The defendant may have fled a tiger at the front gate, but he will find a wolf at the back. My witnesses have further testimony to make. Explain.
Upon hearing their next statements, it will become abundantly clear that there is only one person who could have possibly have committed this despicable crime. The equally despicable defendant Ryunosuke Naruhodo. What? He really seems to have a despicable opinion of you, doesn't he? Can we just stop saying the word despicable? Ugh. Very well. The court invites the witnesses to testify again. You will thoroughly explain the reasoning behind the prosecution's allegation. Is that clear? As clear as Kiriko glass, Your Excellency. Yes, sir. At once, sir. Waiting signal to testify, sir. Excuse me, but there's something on, or someone peeking out over your shoulder, I think. Affirmative, the newest member of the Nosa family to rise up through the ranks, sir, name Ido. It would seem those straps are a sign of the sergeant being too strapped to afford a nanny. Ido, attention! If I... Attention! Pulls out pinwheel. If I was about to quell the enemy, watch and learn, my boy. He's too focused on the pinwheel, dude. Sorry. The true culprit. Even if what I saw wasn't the precise moment the firearm was discharged, it was almost the same thing. That's not how it works at all. Yes, pointing his gun at the foreign man he was, that young lad in black. That much I did see myself. But you were too preoccupied trying to find a fucking coin? I thought you didn't see me pick up the gun or fire it. Because you didn't care, for whatever reason. See, if I heard a gunshot, I don't give a fucking what I'm doing. I don't care how much money is on the ground. I'm getting out of there. Furthermore, a visual search of the premises at the time confirmed that we were the only personnel present. What about that bird bitch, though? Did she fucking fly away? I totally forgot what happened with her. Yeah, I'll be like, I'll yeet myself out there, but like, yeet! Indeed, alone he was, the Englishman, dining all by himself. But that's not what happened. Therefore, no one other than the black uniformed cadet could have dispatched the Englishman over and out. That's not what happened. These testimonies are certainly... wait, that's nonsense. The victim, Dr. Wilson, wasn't alone at all. Please, enough of these outbursts already. But there was a young woman at his table. You must have seen her. Everyone there must have seen her. They're all just looking away. They totally did see her.
Objection!
I thought that was a lady. I thought that was a Karen, honestly. If you call yourself a lawyer, then you will respect the rules of the court and speak accordingly. We are not here to listen to your fantasies. Ugh. It's evident beyond all reasonable doubt that the victim was alone at the time of the incident. The prosecution has photographic evidence of this fact. Is this a photographic print of the scene of the crime, counsel? Maybe she just didn't eat anything. What the fuck's the issue? Sorry. Indeed, of the table at which the victim was dining, taken by investigators immediately after the incident. As can plainly be seen, there is only one place set. Certainly, based on the appearance of this print, she can, not eat anything. It's rare for that to happen, especially when you go out to an expensive place like that, but maybe she just wanted some water and air. Who knows? It would be reasonable to conclude that the victim was not in the company of anyone else. Look, this doesn't make any sense. The court will add this new photographic evidence to the record. I think I remember why there's only one stake there. I think I remember like what the circumstance is with that, with how the table's set. I don't understand what's going on here. It's just not possible that nobody else saw that woman.
The waiter before said the same thing. He maintains how Dr. Wilson came to the restaurant alone as well. But that's not true. I saw her. I swear to God, I wasn't fucking imagining things. I swear that I saw a woman with him. It would seem that we'll be able to telegraph the report to Great Britain on time after all. Fuck you, you're such a dick. How dare you fucking say that? What the fuck? The witness testimonies we have just heard leave no further room for doubt.
These are very sensitive political times, as we all know. The ink is still fresh in the treaty with Great Britain. To think that I, Tekatsuchi Ayuchi, will have contributed to the enmity of these two great empires is an honor.
Oh, that's me every day, dude, mentally. How can this be happening? The judge is ready to rule. Stand tall, Ryunosuke. It's not over yet. What? If what you say is true, then there's something going on here behind the scenes. She sucked all their dicks, all the dicks, okay? The entire town's in on this. Okay? They're all not gonna fucking, like, tell on her because apparently she just fucking gives really good head. And now it's your chance to expose it, to draw out the truth in your cross-examination. I don't know, Kazuma. Christy going crazy for like a minute, more like for 22 years and counting. The defense is entitled to cross-examine the witnesses, but make it quick, understood?
Rules can be so unbending at times.
Fuck. So we have to find a contradiction. I'm pretty sure we have to press. Even if what I saw wasn't the precise moment the firearm was discharged, it's almost the same thing. We don't press that.